Starting the prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamayam Dadati Sopadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikase Swaminiti Namane Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirviseshuniyavadi Pachatya Deshatarni Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarvasastradhi Piyusha Sarvavedaika Satphala Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya Sarvalokaika Drikrita Sarva Bhagavada Prana Srimad Bhagavada Prabhu Kali Dondo Diktaditya Shri Krishna Parivartita Paramananda Pataya Prema Vakshaksharayate Sarvada Sarvaseviyaya Shri Krishnaya Namostume Mateka Bandho Matsangin Madgoro Manmahadana Mannistaraka Madbhagya Madananda Namostame Asadi Sadi Dadayin Adinochatakara Ana Muncha Kadachin Mam Premna Hritkanta Yospura. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss. Because your syllables shower down pure love of God, you are to be served by everyone, always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of all, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today we are going to see the introduction part to prayers of Gajendra. This is one of the sweet pastime described in Srimad Bhagavatam. So before going to the prayers of Gajendra, we will see the story and lessons connected with that. Then next week we will start the prayers. So we all know the story, but still, what lessons we can learn from Gajendra Leela, that we will discuss more. Briefly about the story. It's not story, really happened. So long, in which yuga, we don't know, I don't know. Maybe this pastime happened in heavenly planets. I don't know where. So once it is described as if it happened in South India. So there was a king, Rajarishi again. devotees, when we mention Bhagavatam devotees, we see different kinds of devotees. And not exactly the devotees are brahmachari and sannyasis, devotees from different classes and different ashrams. Here is a king. king means opulence, enjoyment, means ruling, dominance. But if a king is a devotee, if he is pious, if he is Rajarishi, as we said, then he renounces that. So King Indradumna, after some point, gave everything to the son, retired from kingly life, went to forest for meditation. So Indradumna was meditating like any other sadhus. When he was deeply meditating, sage Agastya comes. He is very famous in South India. He is short. He is also famous for getting anger quickly. So when he came to the place where King Indradumna was meditating, he expected King Indradumna to be respectful, inviting, welcoming, sage Agastya. Many times it happens that once a person becomes pure devotee, then his activities are controlled by the Lord. Indradumna is completely controlled by the Lord. Once you become a devotee, pure devotee, then the karma doesn't act there. Karma stops there. They become Jivan Mukta. Prabhupada many times writes in Bhagavatam, the devotee becomes Jivan Mukta. So Indradumna Maharaj is already a Jivan Mukta. He attained. But still, Krishna had a plan for him. So Agastya came and he didn't realize that a great sage has come. So he closed his eyes. He is deep into meditation. So Agastya got very angry. You are behaving like a less intelligent animal. So the elephant is having a big body, but many times it misbehaves. Doesn't know. It behaves very roughly also. That's why in Mayapur also, 2 elephants, they were sent to sanctuary now. They were here, but one elephant killed one mahout. So, because it is less intelligent, animal is animal, right? Different causes, we don't know. So, elephant is less intelligent, animal doesn't know when and where. Human themselves are like that nowadays. So what to speak of animals? So the Agastya Muni cursed Indradumna Maharaj to become a Manda Buddhi, less intelligent elephant. So Indradumna Maharaj didn't fight or didn't have an argument or any conversation, no conversation. He accepted. This is the nature of devotees. 1 minute. This is the nature of devotees, that if some calamity happens, if some negativities happen in their life, they accept it without questioning the Lord's mercy. So here we have to analyze. If we are in the place of Indradumna Maharaj, ordinary persons, they will ask the Lord, why such suffering to me? Why I am like this? I have done meditation only. I left my kingdom. So the lamentation will start. with ordinary people. But devotees, they understand that Krishna has a different plan for me. What is this surrender calls? What is this surrender means? We should all practice that surrender in every moment of our life. A surrendered devotee, how he behaves. What is the meaning of surrender? The meaning of surrender is in Sistashtakam. Aslistlava padaratam pinashtumam adarshanam marmatam karotuva yatha tatava vitatato lampato matprananatastu sayeva naparaha. So what it means? That whatever Lord does, maybe some negativities happens in life, but the devotees consider everything as mercy of the Lord. Whether good things happen or bad things happen in their life. For devotees, pure devotees, surrendered devotees, they don't lose their faith or shraddha. They're completely trusting the Lord. Complete surrender. Surrender means completely trusting the Lord. So even if some negative things happen in their life, they understand that there is a higher plan for me. So Krishna is like parents, mother. Krishna is like a good doctor. So a patient who has trust in the doctor, what the doctor does? He takes the knife, cut the wound, and do some harsh treatment, which is very painful. But still the patient has a lot of love for the doctor. There is a nice poem in Tamil. Only you can understand. Two Tamils are there. So I will recite this verse, which is, three are there, which is very, very poetic. Then I will translate. Valal aruttu chudinum மருத்துவன் பால் நீளாத காதல் நோயாளி போல். Means even if the doctor cuts the wound with knife, the patient has a deep love for the doctor. Why? He trusts the doctor. He's cutting me. It is very painful to me, but ultimately it is for my benefit only. I'll be cured of this disease. So that trust the devotee has on Lord. So whatever happens in my life, it is for my good only. So Lord is in complete control and he is the ultimate well-wisher of myself. So that is surrender. So in the surrendered state, they don't demand the Lord. What is surrender? No demand, only having complete faith. And not taking shelter of anyone else except anyone or anything. Anyone or anything else except Krishna. That is surrender. So a surrendered devotee keeps on going with his devotional service, having complete faith in the Lord. Whatever is happening in my life is for my good. Sometimes we try for some activity, it fails. Sometimes it gets success. Sometimes no success, no failure. Many things happens in our life. But we surrender to Krishna and it is ultimately in his hand. We do our duty, that's all. And whatever is happening is for my benefit. Presently, we may not be able to understand it. Many negativities happens also in life. Ultimately, if you wait and see, it is for your good. Many times I have realized in my life. Sometimes we cry, lament, oh, this didn't happen, oh. Even if it is direct devotional service or preaching activity, we get so much frustrated, huh? This is ultimately devotional service, but it failed. We have so much pain inside the heart. But keep going. Ultimately, you will realize this is for my goodness, for my welfare. Krishna has designed so nicely. Even if I would have designed, I would have failed. It is because we are in his hand, so life is so nice. After some time, you will realize. So here, Indratumna Maharaj is a completely surrendered soul. Now he did tapasya to go back home, back to Godhead. But he was cursed to become a less intelligent elephant. Same situation with Parikshit Maharaj. He was saved by Supreme Lord when he was in the womb. Parikshit Maharaj's name is Parikshit, means he is searching somebody. Throughout his life, he saw the Lord in the womb when he was in the mother's womb. Then throughout his life, he was searching for Lord, 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 Lord. So ultimately, he was a very good king. He chastised Kali. And he's a devotee, pure devotee. When he was playing, when he was small child, when he was playing only with Krishna toys. But what happened to him? He was cursed by a stupid 12-year-old Brahmana for a small petty mistake. But he accepted. But what is there in the Lord's side? Parikshit, this is enough. Now you come back to me. I want you to be back home, back to Godhead. So I immediately, 7 days, that's all. And in that 7 days, the world is going to get Srimad Bhagavatham. For that, this treatment you have to undergo. Somebody is going to curse you, 7 days you are going to die. In that 7 days, you have to listen to Bhagavatam. Parikshit accepted. Oh, okay, 7 days I'm going to die. Very happy, I will die. Now what should I do? He was in search. Krishna sent Sukadeva Goswami on the banks of Ganges. They were day and night, no sleep, no food, nothing. So 7th day, before even the snake comes and touches him, he leaves the body and go. Snake biting is just some drama, that's all. But he is ready to go back home, back to Godhead. So ultimately, Parikshit Maharaj's curse became a mercy. It's a mercy only. It's curse, but it's really a mercy. So similarly, in devotees' life, we can give hundreds and thousands of examples. Amarish Maharaj. He was the Durvasa Muni wanted to kill him for just drinking few drops of water to break the fast. But Amrish Maharaj didn't even pray. He didn't pray. Sudarshan Chakra himself came and protected him. He didn't pray. He stood like that, completely surrendered state. In surrendered state, devotees do devotional service not to get protection, but to please Krishna. That's all. Okay. So Indratumna Maharaj didn't question the Lord. Like this, Bhagavatam is full of like this only. He didn't question the Lord. He accepted the curse. And then next life, he became elephant, less intelligent elephant. Elephant in the heavenly kingdom. So the description is there in Bhagavatam, how the Trikuta mountain is, how opulent it is, so nice it is. How big it is. So description is there. And there is a lake. In the mountain, there is a lake. So completely forgot. Indratumna Maharaj became an elephant called Gajendra. Gajendra means king of elephants. He was a king. He had lots of female elephants, friends, companions, families. So he had a big group. Elephants go in big group. So they were roaming here and there. They became very tired. So they want to have a sports in water. So they went into the lake, enjoying with splashing the water. So until now, Gajendra has no knowledge. He has forgotten, I was Indratumna. I was a great devotee. The jiva's forgetfulness, where it comes from? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what is this verse? Sarvasya Sakam Vriddhi Sannivishto. Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Vedesya Sarvair Aham Yeva Vedyo Vedantakrit Vedavit Eva Chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, and I am the one who is giving them this memory and forgetfulness, remembrance and forgetfulness. So now, if we don't have forgetfulness, we cannot survive. Have you ever thought of that? Krishna is very merciful. He arranged that we have forgotten all our previous lives. Imagine if we remember the previous life stories of ours. Can we survive now? We might have died so many times. We would not live peacefully. We cannot have a stable mindset. Maybe last life's husband, wife, children, maybe here this time, somebody else, somewhere else. So we will be bewildered, we will be confused, we will be depressed if we remember all what happened in our previous lives. Krishna is merciful. The moment we die, we leave the body, and the person forgets everything. And the next new life starts, where he gives this another opportunity. So here Indradyumna Maharaj didn't remember anything. Maybe in the life of Bharata, King Bharata, he made him to remember that he was a devotee. But here, elephant Gajendra totally forgot. That's all, finished. He made him to forget. See, Krishna is very, very merciful. Whatever we do in devotional service will never go waste. But he knows how to take each jiva in a towards him. He knows. He has designed the path. Though we have independence, though we have small free will, but Krishna encourages if we go in the spiritual path. Krishna takes charge. Okay, if somebody wants to enjoy a little bit, okay, gives him a chance again, chance again, chance again. But a slap also, a big slap also. Maybe devotees get more slap. Non-devotees, okay, he leaves them because they are coming here again and again. Devotees may get big, big slaps. That I have heard from many devotees, that if devotees fall down, then their life is very negative, very negative, very, very negative. And that I have seen. Why? To bring them back. To bring them back. But I have seen some devotees, they go negative, 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 totally against. But the expectation of the Lord is that you are away from devotional service, come back, you will be all right. No, they don't listen, they don't submit, they don't surrender. They are just immersed in their materialistic problems only. If they take up devotional service, scene changes. They don't understand this. They don't understand that. They go away, 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 maybe for many lifetimes. But the slaps given by Maya or slaps given by Krishna is to correct us, is to bring us in the line. It is for our own benefit. We are getting all this stuff, all these slaps from the Lord. If a mother slaps the child, it is for the benefit of the child, so that the child doesn't repeat the mistakes. So we need to be very, very careful in understanding the plan of the Lord. So now Indradyumna was completely surrendered soul. So he accepted the curse and became an elephant. So elephant has forgotten everything. So now Krishna will make such an arrangement so that he remembers him. This is an exceptional situation that normally animals, they don't do any devotional service. I have heard one story, in one story of one elephant in Guruvayur. It came viral in in many WhatsApp videos. One elephant, but it was in Tamil. So there was a Keshava elephant in Guruvayur. That is all exception. He was like for many years, Keshava was dedicated in serving this, taking the Lord on the procession. But they keep competition. The elephant which comes first, that elephant is awarded with the uh, Lord, that service, awarded with that service of carrying the Lord on its back. So this Keshava was always the winner, always the winner. So its glories were described in one Tamil lecture, and it went viral. So such thing is very rare. Also, we hear that one crocodile in one temple in Kerala, one temple, that crocodile eats only prasadam. It doesn't disturb any human beings. It's like a devotee. So these are all very exception. But generally, animals, they don't do devotional. They cannot do devotional service. They cannot chant the holy name. They cannot read Bhagavatam. So, devotional service is possible only in human life, or a human form, like other species, like devatas and other human form of lives. But animals, no chance. But Krishna wanted to make this as an exceptional case. Gajendra is an exceptional case where he is the one who made him to remember the prayers which he did in his previous life as Indradumna Maharaj. Because we as human beings, we don't remember what happened in our past life. Can we remember the things which we did in our past life? No. Unless Krishna gives us that intelligence. So here Gajendra remembered the previous prayers which he made as Indradumna Maharaj. When? How? That is the situation. Now Krishna is going to give him a heavy test. Heavy test. So Gajendra is enjoying life, but suddenly we also many times we enjoy life. We think, oh, life is going so peaceful. Suddenly we fall into a big well, deep well. Coming out, it's a big struggle. Okay. Now Mangalarti is going, chanting is going, reading is going, everything is normal. We think suddenly our schedule stops. We may fall sick, something may happen in our life. So big gap happens. Then to come back to our normal schedules, it's big struggle, right? So long gap happened in the life of Indradumna Maharaj. He became a Gajendra elephant. He has forgotten everything. Now enjoying with the elephant family. So now Krishna wanted to show a great lesson to people, and also he wanted to protect Gajendra. He wanted Indradumna Maharaj to reach him so soon, very soon. Maybe his destiny is for many lifetimes, but he made him quick. That's that's the opinion, right? He would have, as a sage, many lifetime, he would have taken and then do tapasya and slowly come. But he gave him a heavy test, very big test. So when he entered into the water, he is king of elephants, very powerful person. He was playing, but suddenly the crocodile came and caught hold of the leg. Crocodile thought it is, the elephant thought it is the water. He's so powerful, no? Elephant is so powerful. So he thought, oh, I will escape from this problem. Many times we do underestimate our problems. This problem we can easily solve. What is this? But slowly, it takes a huge, big size, like a giant size, and then disturbs our life like anything. Sometimes we surrender totally, raise hands raised up, completely surrender to the Lord. So similar condition. Gajendra thought it is what crocodile can do with me. I am so powerful. But crocodile slowly catch, and then blood is coming out. Many times, the same situation we also undergo. We think that the family members, uh, people around us can help us in many problems of our life. Many times, this is a personal experience. When we were growing up, my brother especially, he had a goal, materialistic goal. For that, he is very smart fellow and very intelligent, but he had a complete faith on one of our uncle who worked as a professor in university, big university. He thought he is the one who is going to help him to become a professor. He is now, my brother is a big professor, but his goal was that only. So he went behind that uncle like anything. But in one point, that uncle died prematurely in an accident. He was very young. But my brother felt very sad. He cried over phone. I got married and came somewhere. So he called me and cried over phone. The example is that he dependent on that uncle for his life, but he didn't know that he has a good life. He has done karma, all these things he may not understand. He thought that uncle is the one who is going to help him to come up in life. Come up in life. Then later I got the lesson, if you are destined, you will get it. We get this lesson, as devotees, we know. We need not depend on any human being. Yeah, we humbly respect them. If they are ready to help us, we take the help. But we know, when time comes, Krishna sends people. When time comes, even somebody who is unknown to you, ready to help you. That is arrangement of the Supreme Lord. We need not depend on anyone. We depend on Krishna. Yes, we depend completely on Krishna. If Krishna sends somebody, we be very grateful to them. Yeah. If Krishna has sent them, so we are grateful to them. But ultimately, it is Krishna who is helping us. So our dependence should be completely on Krishna, not on any human beings or on any material things. The strength which Gajendra has got is something material, right? I believe on my strength. You cannot believe on your strength. I believe, I trust my relatives. All big gang was there. They were very compassionate on Gajendra. They wanted to help, but they cannot help. They couldn't help. Many times people think that doctors can help. This example was given by His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj in one lecture. Once one of his disciple was sick. So he took him to the doctor. And then the doctor sarcastically commented, ultimately, you people are sadhus, but you have to come to us only. Then Maharaj asked him, yeah, you saved this devotee's life. Thank you very much. But in your hospital, nobody dies? He says, yes, many dies. Then you are responsible for that? He says, no. We will try, but death happens, no? Similarly, you are trying. If I have to get cured, I will be cured. If I have to die, I will die. You are just an instrument. Remember that. He understood. The doctor understood. We are just instruments in good or bad happenings in the life. We are just instruments. Completely depending on doctors. Okay. Krishna created that situation and the doctors are playing as instruments. That's it. So, Gajendra, dependent on his strength, didn't work out. He thought he is very powerful, didn't work out. And his relatives were trying to help him. That also didn't work. So the lesson we learn from Gajendra stories at any situation, we ultimately surrender to Krishna. Any situation, we may be very talented to solve the problem, but if we don't depend on Krishna's mercy, negativity can happen. At any situation, we depend on His mercy rather on our talents, our abilities, or our relatives, or our material things. If we may have money, we may have friends, we may have some other things, political influence. We should not depend on these things. Rather, we should depend on Krishna. That's the lesson now we are going to get from Gajendra. Gajendra struggled not one day, 2 day, 1,000 years. Some problems, pull on. Many devotees come to me, Mataji, not 1 year, 2 year. Please, I say, please depend on Krishna and try. If it is some neighbors, if some neighbor is very bad, we cut off their relationship and go ahead with our life, no problem. But if that bad person is our own husband, our own relatives, mother, father, brother, so many close relations, children, sisters, brothers, so many relations are there. If we are affected with such close relative, then what to do? What to do? Keep trying. Keep trying, tolerating, tolerate the situation. Depend on Krishna. Try, try, try. That's all. What we can do. We keep going with our life, Krishna conscious life. Hoping one day that person will change. Otherwise, I will adapt. My philosophy is, if you don't change, I will change myself. That's all. With anyone. You don't change, no problem. I'll change myself. You be like that. However you want to be, you be like that. I will change, I will adjust. So that way we have to keep going, depending on completely on Krishna. This is the situation you are keeping me in. Sometimes the problem solves in one day. Sometimes the problems may not solve in our whole life. Whole life, no solution. So here Gajendra's problem didn't get solved. It's extended for 1,000 years. Blood is coming out, pain, pain, pain. Imagine if you are in pain. Do you know what is meant by pain? You are all young ladies. I have seen pain. I have underwent pains. Body pain. Unless you have pain, you cannot understand what is pain is. I have seen my dying mother in cancer, heavy pain. Highest dose of painkiller didn't work. Didn't work. She's desperately crying in pain. I know we cannot do anything. Though I am her blood daughter. I am there 24 hours with her. I cannot take the pain. The person who is undergoing, they have to go take the pain. So we have to understand this, that material life may give us pain. And not always in the, we will be in the bed of roses. Whatever we have to undergo, we have to undergo. Be ready for that. Maybe that is a treatment to cure us from our material disease. Doctor is Krishna. Doctor is Krishna. So we may have to undergo an operation. Then after the operation, you are going to get cured. Because doctor is Krishna. Doctor is ordinary man. So operation success, patient died. That may happen. But here is operation is success, patient survived. Now we are going to see the operation which Gajendra underwent is for 1,000 years. Krishna is testing him. So in that pain, he remembered all the prayers. In pain, we forget everything. In pain, we forget everything. But we are now taking training in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Maybe we may forget other mantras, but we cannot forget Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which is ultimate mantra. If you are fan of remembering mantras, you will know this. When we chant, remembering the other mantras will be very difficult. I tried. In the chanting, remembering some other mantras, some Bhagavad Gita slokas, or some other things will be little bit difficult. So, okay, then we have to take the paper, check this, remember, get it remembered. Similarly, when we leave the body, the pain will be unimaginable. Not going to be easy. It will be very, 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 very painful. Topmost pain, which we are going to face at the time of death. Like Gajendra. So that in that time, if we remember Krishna, that is success. If we are determined throughout our life, then Krishna will help us to remember Krishna, or send somebody so that we at least hear the holy name. My mother was in pain, but I was constantly chanting. So somebody will be there with us to make us hear the holy name at least. We cannot recite, at least hear the holy name. Here, Krishna arranged in such a way that Gajendra was able to remember the prayers which he did in the past life. And that became a wonderful prayers. So Gajendra, in pain, he is reciting prayers. So that is the gift which Krishna. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. If a devotee is Ananya Chintayantoma, if he is always thinking of Krishna, if somebody is always thinking of Krishna, always thinking how I can please the Lord, then he protects his yoga. So this verse came in some insurance. Yoga Kshema Vahamyam. Krishna protects your wealth. In insurance company, this came as a, that's what do you say? They advertise, no, like that. But this is for pure devotional service. If somebody is a devotee, his devotional service is protected. Yoga is protected. Shema means Krishna personally. Vahamyam means personally he comes there to protect their devotion. If somebody is a devotee and that devotee never forgets, at the bad time, at the very, very, very dangerous time also, Krishna protects their devotional service. That is more important. What we have to understand is, we may undergo a great calamity in our life. In that calamity, if we remember Krishna, that is success. That is our life success. At the time of death, we remember Krishna, that is our success. So at the most painful situation, when nobody can help, Draupadi underwent very, 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 very pathetic, very, very dangerous situation for a woman. How much the Dushasana was pulling her in the big assembly, and the big king, and the ministers, Bhishma Pitama, Gurudev, nobody is willing to protect her. All hung their head. They are not coming. They are not asking anything. When this was happening to Draupadi, completely raised her hand. Krishna, please protect me. You are my only shelter. So Lord brought her in that situation. Even my own hands, I cannot protect. I have no strength. This is surrender. Sang Chakra Gadapane Dwaraka Nilayachute Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Saranagatam. So I surrender unto you. I have no other shelter. So we are exactly in that situation every minute. In material world gives us such kind of problems only. So we have to surrender in every moment like that only. So Krishna protects them. He comes. Yoga Kshema. He protects our devotional. See, that time she surrendered to Krishna, no. So he gave the intelligence to surrender to Krishna. So he gave the intelligence to make the Gajendra to surrender to Krishna. That is Yoga Kshema. So Krishna protects our devotional service. He will not leave us. He will help us. By seeing Gajendra's story, we are so motivated, You may question 1,000 years. 1,000 years is so long. To bring a devotee, like, some disease heal in 1 day, some disease heal in 2 days, some disease heal in 1 month, year, some disease carried out for many years. Then if you find a good doctor, then it gets rid. Oh, it is over now. So good doctor Krishna will come. When you surrender to him, Gajendra surrendered to Krishna and prayed. In that pain, he plucked a lotus flower and offered to the Lord. Personally came. Lord personally came. So in some lectures, they say that Garuda made it a little bit delayed. So Krishna said he carried Garuda on his buckle and then came quickly. Because my devotee is crying for a long time. Now I have to go be there instantly. So he carried Garuda like that. Some devotees, they describe the pastime. So when Lord appeared there, so in one of the Manu period, the Hari incarnated, the Vishnu form of the Lord. That's why the description of Gajendra came. To deliver Gajendra, Lord came and then used Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra cut the head of the crocodile and he carried Gajendra with him. For other devotees, airplane comes, Vishnu Tudas come. For Gajendra, personally Krishna came. Personally Vishnu came to take Gajendra with him. So nice. Whatever the pain underwent by Gajendra is so nice. Oh, no, Krishna came personally. So the test is also okay, right? Are we ready? If we are not ready, Krishna will not give us such a big test. Pain for 1,000 years. Unimaginable, na? Pain for 10 minutes we cannot tolerate. Pain for 1,000 years. According to our capacity, he will give us the test. So we don't worry about that. We will surrender to him. Every minute, we will surrender. So that's why the mantra for the Vallabh Sampradaya is so nice. Their mantra is Sri Krishna Saranam Mama. Our Sare Krishna mantra is also Saranam Mama only. Every day we surrender to Krishna. This is directly Sri Krishna Saranam Mama. So we surrender to Krishna every moment and always depend on him. Always depend on him, not on anything else or anybody else. Hare Krishna. If you have questions, comments, you are welcome. Next week, we will start with prayers. Hare Krishna.
Mataji?
Yes.
Hare. Oh, okay. So you said that we don't depend on anything or anyone else except Krishna. So oftentimes, like being in female body, we in the preaching we say that women have to always be protected, like first by father, then husband, and then the son. So some late Matajis might like they give negative incidents like, what happens if your husband will die and this and that, how you will protect yourself, like if you have not studied or, how will you, what will you do in that situation? So would it be correct that like actually our husbands or, I mean, our father, husband, or son is just an instrument like to protect us, and it's not really them. I mean, they are being used by Krishna as an instrument to give protection, but in all cases, it's Krishna like who's giving protection.
See, it is not that we don't depend on our father, husband, or son. We understand that they are given by the Supreme Lord. Okay. These are all the, for women, father is the protector, then husband is the protector, and son is the protector. It's all arrangements by the Lord only. The Lord is protecting us through these agents. Even if we are not educated, it is not that in olden days, uneducated women didn't survive. They survived. Somebody else will protect. If nobody, the society was such a compassionate society, so women are protected. So, okay, if somebody is questioning, if you are not educated, the whole society believes that only education feeds you. Many times education doesn't feed. Something else feeds you. Like many educated young men, they don't have jobs. They take up something else for their livelihood. So different life situations are there, but we completely we trust Krishna. We completely have faith in the Lord, Shraddha. He protects. This is being repeated in the Shastras, in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, that when if you depend on Krishna, he will take care of your body also, soul also. Even if you don't depend on Krishna, it is his duty to protect you. Like, for example, an elephant is not a devotee. Elephant is not going to Mangalarati. Elephant is not chanting. But Krishna is feeding elephants. Animal. He is taking care of elephants. The worst animal is, very bad one is venomous, snakes. Snakes are also given food, shelter. Where this education came? In human society only. Okay, educate. Okay, if you want to be educated, you can take education. But the education is not the complete one which is protecting us. We can use education in our life, but who is the ultimate protector? In education or Krishna? We can use our education, but we cannot say that this is education is the only protector for me. Can we say that? I can't. We listen so many things, but we don't realize the urgency of the situation. How to be in that mood all the time, that we are only here to serve Lord and nothing else. So now first let me complete this and come to this question. So my question is, we can use anything in this material world for our survival. But ultimately it is Krishna who is protecting us, who is giving everything to us. That understanding should be there. Directly he may not come to us. Krishna is protecting us through our father. Krishna is protecting us through our son or husband or through our education. He might have had an arrangement so that you use your education to maintain your body. Maintain your body. Sometimes education doesn't work also in this material world. No use. Okay. Is this satisfactory, Camilla?
Yes, Mataji.
Huh?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is said.
You can use everything in your life, but ultimately it is Krishna whom we have to depend on. The atheist cannot understand these things. Only devotees can. It is only you can realize. Because if you see other people, they have this vague argument. Money is the one which is protecting you. You have a job, you have this, you have that. That's why you are surviving. All these things will come. No need for all these things. Even like I told, the animals, the birds, the other living entities, they are taken care. They are not devotees even. The food, shelter, and clothing are given to everyone. If somebody is having very bad karma, then they suffer without food, without shelter. But generally, the basic, these things are given. Yes or no? Mataji's here can defend me. Generally, even you see your maids, we see maid servants, lot of maid servants. So all these maid servants have basic necessities, food, clothing. I have given many saris to the maids, clothing, food, shelter also sometimes, simple accommodation, shelter, all these things give. If somebody is having very, very bad karma, then they don't even have those things. Very bad karma. But still somehow something happens. Okay, fine. So Krishna will, basic necessities definitely he will give for devotees so that they chant peacefully. If we struggle for basic necessities, food, shelter, and clothing, then it is difficult to chant. But Krishna, for devotees, definitely he arranges all these things. Okay, so I'll go for the next question. When crisis come, some remember Krishna, some don't. Is it Krishna's mercy that we remember him, or is it a test for us? And if we are unable to remember it, is it insincerity on our part? If we are very, very sincere in our past, we keep trying to be sincere, then Krishna definitely help us to remember at the time of crisis. Yoga Kshemam, that's what I said. So one who is Ananya Chintayantomam, always Krishna conscious. If a person is Ananya Chintayantomam, always Krishna conscious, then Krishna takes some extra care, extra step to make them remember him, even if they forget. Okay, if we fail also, it is his duty to make us pass, because he is our ultimate teacher. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. He is teaching us. So one step you have taken up in Krishna consciousness. Okay, he has given you test. In that test you failed. Then he comes as a tuition teacher to you. And then makes you write imposition. Then make you pass also. We may fail also. 1 or 2 times, like Bharata Maharaja failed with a deer, attachment with a deer. Then he made him to pass in the next time. Right? He gave him the intelligence, he gave him the remembrance, so that he remembered in the deer body, he remembered that he was King Bharat and he was having attachment with the animal. Then he took the body of an animal. This is second. In that life, he remembered everything. Who gave him the remembrance? Krishna. He failed the test, but Krishna made him to pass again. So once you have taken shelter of Krishna, this lifetime or second lifetime, any lifetime, you will get pass, definitely. But how many lifetimes, it depends on your intense sincerity, how much you try. Within this lifetime, if you try, Krishna may help you, pull you out in this very lifetime. Maybe 1 or 2 lifetimes we may take also, we don't know. Okay, he gives us chance. He's a very good teacher. Okay, write. Many times you write. Go in position, write, and come back. Then you will remember me. So he will give us. He will wait for us. He's a very good teacher. Even if we fail, he will make us pass. Don't worry about failure also. At least we are failing. We are appearing for the test and we are failing. No problem. Next time we will pass. Don't worry. Don't worry about the failure also. What to do? So then once we fail, no, the second time we will be very careful also. And some devotees say that Krishna will not give us a test which we will not pass. So some people, he will gradually, slowly, maybe for 10 lifetimes, slowly we may go. Some devotees crash very fast, big accident, go. It depends different persons have different time and arrangement is different. But don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Keep going. Now you are in good consciousness, good remembrance. Utilize this. Okay, now I am in good state of mind. Let me surrender now. That's why this prayer is there. Krishnattvadiya pada pangaja pancharantram adyaiva me vishati manasa raja hamsaha prana prayana samaye kapavada pitta gandhovarodana vitasmaranam kutaste. Oh Krishna, let my swan of my mind take shelter of your lotus feet now only. I don't know what will happen at the time of death. Kaphavada pitta may stop me in calling your name out. When the the cough cold, all these things catches your throat, you cannot speak. At the time of death, that happens. At the time, I don't know what will happen to me. Now only I will take shelter. So in one more Tamil prayer, he says that for that time, now only I'm telling and keeping. I don't know what will happen that time. Yamaraja may come, Yamatudas may come. They may disturb me. I cannot remember you. Now only I'm remembering you. Nice prayer, no? So now only we will surrender. Let us see. So there is, today I was thinking about two kind of siddhi. One is sadhana siddha. To become a sadhana siddha is very difficult. And this kripa siddhi is there. We don't know, but kripa siddhi is from the will of the Lord. The Lord should, okay, choose, okay. Here is this devotee. I give the kripa siddhi. Though the devotee may not be qualified, Krishna shows the mercy. That is kripa siddhi. But we should not wait for kripa siddhi. We keep going on the sadhana siddhi only. We keep going. We trust the Guru Parampara and we keep going. Kripa siddhi will come to us. Okay. Any other doubt? Vanita.
Mataji. Oh, no, Vanita can ask first.
Vanita?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, my question is, when sometimes we do recite this Gajendra Moksha prayers or any other prayers, but we don't remember the translations. We forget to read the translations, or we don't read translations. Is it okay, Mataji?
It's okay. It's okay. Like, for example, your doctor is prescribing some medicines to you. Okay. Generally, you understand Gajendra prayer is prayer of surrender. When Gajendra was in crisis, Krishna came. All these general points you remember, right? You know, it is not like you are totally blind. You know the basic understanding. Gajendra prayer is not a materialistic prayer. It is praying for ultimate benefit. All these general points you know, but being not very good in Sanskrit, you may not understand every word to word meaning like that, right? So
Yes,
it's
Mataji.
okay. So for this one example is given. You go to the doctor and doctor gives you medicine. You may not know what is there in the medicine, deep within the medicine, but full trust you take the medicine works. Okay, this is when we compare with the slokas of verses of Vedas, that is Karma Kanda. The Karma Kanda prayers, you have to be right meter, right pronunciation, right this tune, boom. Vedic mantra should be pronounced, should be recited perfectly. We also, as much as possible, we learn our standard prayers, standard songs, standard slokas properly, but you know, sometimes here and there, Krishna is Bhavagraha Janardana. What is he? Bhavagraha. You know your mood. Then he forgives all these things. Okay, no problem. You are not so good in Sanskrit. Okay, to please me only you are reciting. Okay, he accepts. So this is the positive point of devotional service. Devotional service, not much qualification is needed. Whereas if you want to become a Vedic mantra chanter, or you perform some sacrifice, some ritualistic activities, some karma kanda activities, in those things perfection is needed. But here Krishna understands your love. Krishna understands your bhava. Then he accepts it. Nice, no?
Yes, Mataji. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Camila, yes, Camila.
Okay, Mataji. So sometimes, like, I see the bodies and they are going through very painful situations. And sometimes, you were saying that Gajendra went for a lot through pain for 1,000 years. So what could I tell my friend that, she's going through very intense situation and it's very painful for her. And sometimes she's like, she just wants to give up because it's so painful, the situation she's going through. She's a devotee but I feel frustrated because I don't know what to tell her, like, so that she can tolerate the pain that she's going through and just continue patiently
You say that
performing devotional service.
intensely surrender to Krishna and pray. Continue to pray. Intensely. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes the pain is so much. The painkiller doesn't work. Nothing works. Because I recently underwent the same situation with my own mother. Own mother is crying in pain day and night. Nobody could sleep. When before she died, for 4-5 days, myself, my brother couldn't sleep for 5 days. Imagine our condition. If you are not able to, because somebody is suffering, if your own mother, and we couldn't eat or sleep. The last day we collapsed. Because the material life is like that. We need to tolerate. You please hold our hands. Please tolerate. We will pray to Krishna. We will surrender to Krishna. I have seen one of my god brother underwent so much pain. I stood with him. I sang different songs. I chanted mantras. I prayed, and these things, okay, some moral support. But ultimately that person has to undergo. So we practice. Now only if we have that fever, headache, stomach pain, something happens, you just practice yourself that you can chant. Some pains come down by constantly chanting. This is my personal experience. For some unknown reason, I used to have severe stomach pain once or twice in a month. I underwent all tests, all this thing, nothing, no reason. I don't know what reason. But after some time, after becoming devotee, I thought, let me chant. Okay, pain is there, let pain is there. I'll chant. So I chanted. Then I had the capacity to tolerate that pain. After some time, the pain went. Where it went, why it came, how it was there. It's better to tolerate. Then it went away. But some kind of pains, they don't go. Like this cancer patients, different kinds of cancer patients, the pain is unbearable. So that particular person has to undergo the karmic reaction. We don't tell. When they undergo pain, we don't go and tell them, oh, you are bad karma, all these things. We don't say. We say that, you surrender to Krishna, chant, because, that will increase their pain. Oh, I'm so bad. That's why I'm undergoing this pain. No. Whoever it may be, you should never say that this is because of your karma. When some suffering persons are coming to us, we should not tell them. Even though they may be devotee, but it's very painful to say that you are bad, that's why you are undergoing pain. You say that Krishna will give us the strength to tolerate. Please chant the holy name. Holy name has the strength. Holy name is the ultimate medicine. We trust the holy name, we chant. Okay?
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Everybody has to undergo pain in this material world. Man, human being, or animals, birds, everyone. They are in ignorance. They don't realize the pains, the animals and birds, trees. They don't understand the pain, but we understand the pain. That is the nature of the material world. Nature of the material world, it won't spare anyone. Some may say, I am pure devotee, whoever it may be. The Pandavas never claimed, we are pure devotees. Krishna, you should always keep us in the bed of roses. They didn't demand like that. They underwent pains. Prahlad never claimed, oh, I am such a great devotee. I am Narada Muni's disciple. I should be. No, he underwent everything. He surrendered to Krishna. Gajendra also never demanded, oh, 1,000 years you waited for me. He didn't ask. He surrendered. So we surrender. Krishna has a different plan for everyone, and his plan is ultimate plan. Every individual, every living being he loves. So we completely surrender to his plan. Any questions? Any other questions? Gajendra. Okay. Okay. Kamila, I wanted to talk to you after the class in WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Vanchakalpadarubhasya kripa sindhibhyeha cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Pranamataji.